Artificial intelligence has tremendous potential in fields like education and healthcare, but there are also serious concerns. So, today we're looking into five key challenges that this technology brings. If you're unfamiliar with how AI systems work, check out my video, Three Things You Should Know About AI. It will give you a practical understanding of this technology. So, all right, let's start with bias. AI systems are designed to spot patterns in data, which sounds great. But here's the problem, they can also unintentionally reinforce and amplify biases that already exist in the data. So, for instance, if AI is learning from internet content where there are biases against different ethnic groups or other prejudice exist, those biases can influence how AI interact with us. And this can mess with how fair and reliable AI driven decisions turn out. That's why it's super important for both users and developers to understand how biases can creep in AI systems. Artificial intelligence doesn't have its own moral compass or the ability for spotting truth from fiction. Its reliance on data and algorithm means that it can struggle with picking up on subtle or emotional nuances, which sometimes leads to answers that are incomplete or just plain off. And many AI systems can even go so far as make things up based on these patterns they find in data. So, in other words, they hallucinate, right? So, for example, I once had ChatGPT to write a bio for me, and it claimed that I had degrees I have never earned, or that I wrote papers that I've never even thought about it. So, accuracy can be a real sticky point with these generative AI tools, especially when they don't show where their information comes from. They don't share with the user their sources. So privacy is a big issue too. Most big AI systems, they need loads of data to work. So the way that companies collect, use and keep all that info safe is a big question. There are rules like the General Data Protection Regulation in Europe and other laws worldwide trying to keep our data secure, but let's be real, it's a maze out there. Look at social media companies using user content to train their AI models. Um, how about the new generative AI tools? They're learning from prompts that we give them as well, in addition to data that was already used to train them in the first place. So yeah, digital privacy was already a concern in the digital age, and it just got a whole lot messier now that regular folks like us are dealing directly with generative AI. The whole copyright issue with generative AI is a complex problem. For instance, should companies pay the people and institutions who created the content used to train their AI models, or does AI training fall into the category of fair use? Who owns the rights to the content that AI creates? Can AI be called a creator and get copyright protections, or does the credit go to the humans who programmed and trained the systems? Plus, there's the sticky issue of AI creating things that looks a lot like copyrighted materials already out there. So, it's a mess, especially with AI tech evolving so fast that it's hard to tell where human creativity ends and where AI work begins. So, sorting this out is a huge challenge for lawmakers, legal experts, and people in the creative industry in general. The four challenges we covered so far are all about how these tools are made and their characteristics. But as AI, especially generative AI, becomes more mainstream, new issues are starting to appear. Already, we're seeing how simple it is to create fake content, text, images, sound, videos, and blast this content all over the internet in no time. This fake content isn't just being used to stir up politics, but it's messing up with regular folks like us. So, how about you? Have you personally encountered any of these challenges in your personal or professional life because of AI? What other concerns do you have regarding artificial intelligence?